Hello, what's good? This is Chocolate with Queen Lioness Tarot. Namaste. Blessed be to all of my subscribers. Mwah. Thank you so much, guys, for your support, kings and queens. This is going to be for anyone that has a moon in Aries or a moon in the first house, all right? So it's regardless of what your zodiac sign is, whatever your sun sign is, it's irrelevant to whether or not you have a moon in Aries, all right? And we know that the moon talks about the emotions or the subconscious. So if your moon sign is Aries or in the first house, this may be your reading. It's general, so it's not going to resonate with all of yous. It's not gender specific, moon and Aries natives, but should gender become relative, I will bring it to you guys' attention. And more importantly, the roles could be reversed. This entire reading could be backwards, flipped around, upside down, vice versa. So, don't force it. Don't make it your story. Moon and Aries. Okay. Um, Obviously, if it resonates, thumbs it up, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you fuck with me the long way, you like the video and its contents, or it simply resonates with you, okay? I've pulled in reference to tarot. This is an August 2022's energy reading, by the way, for anyone that has a moon in Aries. But again, I'm picking four cards from tarot, which is the overall energy, recent past, the current energy, and the projected future outcome. In addition, Moon and Aries, I've pulled two romantic oracle cards that came out for you, and then we are getting to the shadow energy that is around the Moon and Aries. All right. Um, so without further ado, we're gonna get right into it. Remember, it's not gonna resonate with all of you. Per my model, take what resonates, discard the rest. You know what I mean? Like, if the shit doesn't apply, let it fly. Mars in the first house. Okay. Overall energy for Mars and Aries. Starting off with the Four of Swords. This is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign, or you could be an air sign that is watching. The Four of Swords, four typically talks about the foundation. In general, it's a stable number, but as it's relative to the Four of Swords, there's a need for my moon in Aries to rest, to not take action in a situation, perhaps even to take a break, disconnect from the world around you. Moon and Aries. The Four of Swords is a card that typically talks about healing. All right. Now, some of you very well may have gone through some type of spiritual transformation. You could have been ill, not feeling well. There could have been a physical, you could have had health challenges. But the Four of Swords talks about needing to rest, needing to take some time out, take a break. It's a card on a more mundane moon in Aries that talks about recharging your batteries, recharging your crystals, so to speak. Definitely, again, going through a period of recovery, R&R, rejuvenating. So those are just some of the key words relative to the Four of Swords. But definitely for some of you, this could represent not taking action, or again, because it bears repeating, there's a need for you guys to rest. Now, bottom of the deck energy, because it is relative. Bottom of the deck for the moon in Aries, Sagittarius energy, major arcana, Temperance. Temperance is a major arcana for Sag. Okay, so some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you could be a Sagittarius watching this. But Temperance, okay, this is a spiritual card. And it kind of goes hand in hand with the Four of Swords, but this is a card that represents healing, represents hope, being patient. You know what I'm saying? It is a card that talks about balance, with this Four of Swords, making sure that you're doing all things in moderation, not overextending yourselves. And that can be in any aspect and area. There's something you could be praying about, hoping for, wishing for with this Temperance energy, but make sure to, again, because it bears repeating, do all things in moderation. Temperance represents faith, being patient, healing, and hope. And with this healing could be spiritual healing, it could be emotional healing, it could be physical healing. All right, so a lot of you, there could be some real physical challenges that are going on relative to health, a relationship, a working environment, anything. A lot of you could be under some undue stress, Could be due to a variety of things. All right, Moon in Aries. So let's keep going. Temperance is a major arcana, needing to pray, connect with God, your higher power, your angels, ancestors. All right. As we go deeper into the August 2022's energy reading for those of you that have a moon placement in the first house. And current or recent past energy, should I say, for Moon and Aries. Remember, thumbs it up, guys, if it resonates. Like, share, and subscribe. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is water energy. Some of you could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces that's watching, or you could be dealing with one. Eight of Cups, yeah, you walked away from something or someone that no longer serves you. You put a lot of time, energy, emotion, love, blood, sweat, and tears into this person, into this event, into this situation, okay? And you did not get a fair return on your investment. This is why you chose to walk away. A lot of you walked away because basically you're looking for your wish fulfillment. You're looking for the ninth cup, okay? With this Eight of Cups energy, something just didn't serve you. And on a more mundane, it's just like you like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? I put a lot of energy, effort, and time here, and there's no reciprocation here. Could have been being breadcrumbed in a situation. But I like the Eight of Cups because, again, you're walking away from something that no longer serves you, Moon in Aries. And sometimes, even though it's something hard, it's not easy. That's why you got patience here and the Four of Swords. Some of you just really need to take a break. You might choose to be single, specifically if you're in a relationship. You may have broken up with someone. You're definitely choosing, opting right now to be single. Okay, could be focused on your spirituality for others of you. Current energy for Moon and Aries, August 2022. Thumbs it up if it resonates. See, yeah, you cannot make this shit up, Moon and Aries. You got the Five of Cups. Water energy, you could have a lot of water placements in your chart. Again, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer energy. Looking at the glass half empty with this energy, five is a period of transformation. When we talk about the number five, it represents change, transition, transmutation, or transformation. Five of Cups is you focused on something that didn't work out. You walked away from it, but then some of you are in an energy of regret. There's some sadness there. There's a sense of loss. This card could represent grief, being downtrodden, sad, pessimistic, because you felt like the three cups that are knocked over here, you are focused on these cups. You are not even, you again looking at the glass half empty because the situation did not pan out. You felt like you invested and bam, you didn't get what was expected, or you didn't even get what was fairly due to you. But if you turn around, Moon and Aries, there's still two cups that are upright. And what that indicates is that you have the opportunity to start something new, something more stable. All right, you still have an opportunity. All has not been lost, is the message with the Five of Cups. There is a period of sadness, but this too shall pass also, right? And your possible future outcome relative to tarot, and then we'll get into your romantic oracle cards and your shadow cards. Outcome, possibly, yes. You can ask for a better outcome. This is the King of Cups. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This most definitely could represent someone you may be meeting during this time. Some of you are going to fuck around and meet your twin flame soulmate. Now, King of Cups is someone who is emotionally balanced. This is someone who's very compassionate, a nurturer, regardless of gender, someone who is very loving, kind-hearted, and extremely, extremely intuitive. This whole reading centers around being emotionally balanced or a sense of balance in a situation. The key word balance or the word balance is like a main theme for my Moon and Aries. Again, taking some time out from a situation that was emotionally draining. King of Cups can indicate news of a pregnancy, someone coming in who represents this energy. Again, loving, nurturing, supportive, very empathetic, a very kind-hearted person. But one thing about the King of Cups, which could also be an energy Moon in Aries that you are embodying. It doesn't have to be someone you're dealing with or even in your environment, someone you already know or may meet. It could very well be an energy that you are embodying. A lot of you are in your emotions, you're in your feelings. This is what the moon talks about. This is why there's so much water energy. It deals with the subconscious. King of Cups energy. Pregnancy could be relative. Again, you can meet somebody that has these qualities, all right? representing, it could represent wish fulfillment. Someone who is exactly what you were manifesting or hoping for, praying for. All right. Also, you being in control of your emotions, because a lot of you went through a very tough situation. You may have even gone through what we call a dark night of the soul. It's a spiritual thing, all right? And it's the point of it is for you to evolve spiritually, or to open your third eye, or to, you're going through a period of spiritual awakening. The phoenix rising out of the ashes, type shit. But King of Cups is a welcome sight. It represents new beginnings. It's a positive omen. There's a possibility for my single moon in Aries that you're going to meet someone who is caring and just what you need, just what the doctor ordered. A lot of cups here, so be mindful of drinking. Some of you might be trying to drown your sorrows, overly indulging in alcohol. Don't do that. Do again, because temperance is here. Do all things in moderation. Specifically, if you've been encountering health challenges, some of you may have been having stomach issues. Could have been drinking too much. The roles could be reversed. But definitely some type of good news, or some body's about to enter your life that is just, again, what the doctor ordered. That's exactly what I'm hearing spiritually, just what the doctor ordered. Something else I was going to say about that King of Cups energy, but there is a need for Moon and Aries to maintain emotional balance in all situations. Don't overreact, don't underreact, and if there's a decision that needs to be made, definitely careful blending of heart and head energy, all right? First romantic oracle card for the Moon in Aries. Let's see what comes up for my Moon in Aries. Moon in Aries, first romantic oracle card is Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Again, for a lot of you, you're single during this time. It's okay. Not to jump right into a relationship. It's okay to be very casual. Don't go hermit mode. You know, get out there, Moon and Aries. When you feel that you have done a lot of the necessary, how should I say this, conflict resolution. When you're ready. You know what I'm saying? When you feel ready, it's okay to, again, be flirtatious, be very sociable. And your second romantic oracle card is finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life now. So you got finances and career. And a lot of you are focused, or could even be worried about your finances. Even relative to finances, the King of Cup is a good energy. It could be a good omen. Even though it's the King of Cups, that represents a good omen, green light, and again, creative possibilities and opportunities. But finances and career, that's why a lot of you could be stressed out. You might have invested into a project, even a creative project or business, and it just didn't, the investment didn't turn around. Starting your own business may not have gotten off the ground as you had hoped. So this is what could be impacting a lot of you financial situations. You're focused on your job, you're focused on your coins, you know what I'm saying? And obviously that would have an impact on a relationship. Shadow energy for Moon and Aries, we have the Queen of My World is the shadow energy. Now, because it is a shadow card, this could represent Moon and Aries shadow energy, or someone around you. The Queen of My World represents an energy where someone wants things their way, and it's the only way. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to go into a relationship with this type of person, narcissistic tendencies is prevalent, and not only that, this person wants it their way or the highway. For others of you, this Moon and Aries energy is like you're not following anybody's what they, anybody's opinion of you. You doing your own fucking thing. Like you're being very individualistic. You run your own household, the king and the queen of your own castle, Moon and Aries. So this card can be looked at from two perspectives. Either someone is like an emperor energy where they want it's all about them, narcissistic tendencies, or this could tell me that plain and simple, you guys are handling your responsibilities, bossing up. It is what it is. And your second shadow card and final card for the reading, wow, Sacrifice, which also comes out a lot on my other channel, by the way, Queen Linus Tarot #2. Check it out. Sacrifice could be looked at in multiple ways, just like the Queen of My World card. Also, Moon and Aries, you could be the king or queen in someone's world. Sacrifice, a lot of you may have felt like you've made a lot of sacrifices. You may have made a lot of sacrifices as relative to business or a relationship, even a friendship, family. You may have gone above and beyond. But for others of you, there's something that someone may feel like they have to give up. I'm hearing obedience is better than sacrifice, biblically speaking. Someone could feel like a sacrificial lamb. I'm hearing, wow. But for a lot of you morning Aries, there's definitely a sacrifice either you're going to need to make or someone has made in regards to a situation, but only you know. This is general, so it's not a personal reading. So again, guys, take it as it resonates. This is more of a reading for insight and clarity, prescriptive message as well. Thumbs it up if it resonates. Moon and Aries, blessings to you. Peace.